In the shop today, we have a 2017 Aprilia RS V4RR that's due for its first service.
Hey guys, this is Josh here with JD Motorcycle Repair. We got a 2017 Aprilia RSV4RR doing the first service on it. These are the tools required for the job. We have a 3mm Allen wrench, we have a 4mm Allen wrench, have a flathead screwdriver to remove those plastic pins in the plastics, and then also a 10mm Allen to remove the drain plug. Other tools you will need is a oil filter tool so you can get the oil filter off of there. And what I always like to do on the drain bolts is put a little thread sealant on there with the crush washer so you get that extra seal. First step it is, I found it's easier to remove the plastics off the motorcycle, because after you do run it and get the oil warm for draining, you might get into a point where you're burning your hands and stuff, so it's probably best to just go ahead and remove this first, and then we'll run the motorcycle. Grab these plastic pins, you got a little opening there, so that way you can wedge a little flathead and then pops right up. Alright, now that we have the right side fairing removed, we're going to start the motorcycle, let it warm up for a few minutes. Now that we have the motorcycle warmed up, we can now remove the drain plug. What you're going to need is a 10mm Allen wrench, gently turn until it breaks free. And what you want to do is you'll see these metal deposits get magnetized. There's a magnet on the end of the drain plug. You want to keep those clean. Make sure you get it all nice and dry. Now you want to take an oil filter wrench. They make various different types of oil filter wrenches. This one works really well. You want to turn it counterclockwise. The oil will start to drain out of it once you get the seal to break free. You want to just let it drain. That way when you remove it, you don't make a big mess. Some of it will get on the hose and a little bit on the fairing here. It's okay, we'll just wipe it down. Then you want to take your 10mm socket, Allen socket, thread it in. Thread it in until it seats, and then give it about a quarter turn. And you can feel it once it starts getting tight, and you don't want to go past that or you risk blowing out the threads. Dry this, and sometimes the O-rings from an old oil filter will get stuck on there. You want to make sure you remove that, because if you leave that on there and then you get the second seal on it, it will leak. Then you want to take a little bit of oil and get that seal a little bit wet. I generally turn the oil filter by hand until I can't turn it anymore. And then I'll take my wrench, lightly squeeze it so you don't crush the oil filter. And you want to turn it another quarter and you turn it. Here we have our dipstick. What we're looking for is, this is going to be your full line, that's going to be your low line. Now when you check your oil, you're not going to screw the dipstick all the way in. You're just going to rest it on top where it rests on the threads, and you're going to fill it until you get this max line. Alright, now time to fill up the motorcycle. We're using the recommended 300V Motul oil, 15W50. Take a funnel so you don't make a mess, it's easy pouring. Now we're going to put the motorcycle back together, we're going to run it and recheck the oil. Now that we've put oil back into the motorcycle, we got the fairings back on. We're going to use the original Bike Spirits spray cleaner and polish. The reason why I like using the original Bike Spirits, you can get it at your local shop. You can use it on any materials of your bike, plastic, the leather. It gets on your seat, you can use it on your windscreen. It removes bugs really well, water spots, and leaves your bike looking real clean. Alright, now that we've got oil in the motorcycle, we've got the fairings back on, we've wiped everything down, we're ready to start the motorcycle up, let it run for a few minutes, and recheck the oil. When you turn it on, you want to make sure your fuel pump is done priming. When that is done, then fire up the motorcycle. Alright, now that we're done running the motorcycle, we want to recheck the oil. You want to let the motorcycle sit for a little bit and let all the oil settle so you get an accurate reading when you check your oil. Set it in there, don't thread it in, just set it where it rests on the threads, pull it out. And this is what you're looking for. You want your oil to be at that top full mark there. Alright guys, that completes our oil change today for the Aprilia RSV4 RR. Stay tuned. We are going to be doing a rear set delete. We are going to swap out to a slip-on exhaust. We're going to do a integrated tail light, get rid of this whole tag mount bracket. This is Josh, JD Motorcycle Repair. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.